Welcome back. You're watching Prime Property. The DLF stock has appreciated 13% from October 7th to October 18th. It's been one of the top Nifty gainers and even outperformed the Realty index that rose 8% in the same period. So we decided to find out why this might be the case and also ask the country's largest developer its plans for the festive season. I began by asking DLF's Executive Director Saurabh Chawla if the company had a new target for non-core asset sales to reduce its 21,000 crore rupee debt and if that was the reason behind the recent surge in the stock price.
No, we don't have a number, and what we had articulated 2 years back, we are now actually at the last leg of our non-core asset sales. So, from here on, it will be mostly our new launches and cash flows that generate from the new businesses, so I would say, we are at the last leg of our non-core asset sale. That's how I would put it.
Okay, so you don't want to share any new targets and numbers, but Mr. Chawla, one of the major overhangs on the DLF stock has been the sale of Aman Resorts not concluding with the founder Adrian Zeka. That deal, slated for 1,600 crore rupees. Has DLF made any progress at all when we talk about the sale of Aman Resorts?
It's not an overhang either from DLF perspective or my capital market investors perspective. The business of Aman has grown quite well over the last 24 months, and given that performance, we now are in dialogue with multiple parties, and hopefully we should be able to close a transaction with one of them. So we are not happy that we were unable to close the transaction in February of 2013 when we signed that exclusivity with Adrian. We were more than benevolent in giving the extensions, but that's what market is all about, and that's what performance risk is there. But as we speak, there are multiple bidders with whom we are having serious dialogue. Our due diligence is already on, and we are very confident that we'll close the transaction within this particular quarter.
Okay, so you're engaging with multiple parties. It'll be interesting to see when DLF actually seals that deal. Moving on, Mr. Chawla, developers across the country are sitting on alarmingly high unsold inventories. How's the situation with DLF? Do you think you'll see an uptick this festive season?
DLF does not have much inventory to sell because most of the launches that we have done in the recent past, we have sold most of the offering. So that's something which I want to really clarify. Yes, as industry as a whole is a little bit in a soft situation as we speak. But I think the busy season, the festival season, is the right time. I continue to have great faith in most of the micro markets in North. The markets in Chennai and Bangalore are doing fairly well. Gurgaon should be back. I don't expect much to happen in Noida. So I think overall conditions will be spotty and patchy, but it all depends upon what is your location of a project, because real estate is all about location. So some players will do well, some players will not do well. That's the law of nature, right?
But no developer today has a good execution track record. DLF is also late on several projects, going up to as much as 36 months in many cases. So what do you mean by buyers should look at an execution track record?
Our projects have also got delayed, not because for any fault of ours, but because of the delays in getting the regulatory approvals. I mean, we were in a situation almost 2 years back that even for a completion certificate, it took us 6 to 9 months to get approvals in place, and that in purely legal terms is a delay. So, but still, despite all the headwinds, despite all the problems of 2008, 2009, which was not for our causing, we have been able to deliver almost 15 to 20 million square feet of projects over the last 2 years, and this year also we are delivering in excess of 10 odd million square feet. So, that's what the track record I mean to say. There could be 6 months, there could be 9 months delay, but at least the customer knows that his money is safe. When you talk about high inventories, when you talk about fly-by-night operators, I mean, people who have taken who have launched projects in secondary locations. You can qualify them as luxury or premium, whatever you may say so. And after selling 20% of a project and unable to sell 80% of it, how do you expect him to complete the construction of that particular project? I think that is what I'm trying to highlight, is what is the strategy that a developer has in place. Is he financially secure to execute a project, and what his track run has been?
The other thing is, we are not seeing a frenzy of launches this festive season. Are all you developers holding back because prices are falling, consumer sentiment is low?
Every developer will wait for about 6 to 9 months for the cycle to improve and come back with his offerings at that particular point of time. There will be some who are in deep stress, of course, will start to offer discounts, will offer freebies or add-ons onto their product line. It's a different play for a different developer. It's not a pan industry norm. So you have to look at who is doing what.
Fair point, but now I want you to tell me what DLF's plans are specifically for this festive season.
Well, I can't share with you the specific plans. So what we have guided the markets is a medium-term plan of doing about 10 odd million square feet to 12 odd million square feet on an annual basis, and we are fairly confident that we'll be meeting those volume metrics.
At least tell me in which all cities we'll see those launches.
Well, our cities are well known, Nayantara. The cities are Chandigarh, Lucknow, Delhi, Gurgaon, Chennai, Bangalore. These cities are where we are present. We are not talking about any new location that we will be coming on. These are either existing projects where we will be doing phase 2 launches or phase 3 launches. So again, a very low-hanging fruit for us because all the approvals are there in place.
But given the subdued demand, what kind of pricing is DLF looking at? Will you offer discounts given the subdued consumer sentiment? Will it be at market rates? Or if I may say, in true DLF style, you'll charge a premium?
Well, we don't set the prices, Nayantara. We actually get a reverse inquiry by the bidders, if I may say so, or by the buyers as to at what price point they would be buying, and that's how we aggregate. It's like a reverse Dutch auction system where people let us know what is the demand at what price point, and that's how we price our product. Now, if that gives us a steep premium to the market, so be it. If it gives us a nominal premium to the market, so be it. Those are the macro market conditions that we have to always take into stride.
Now, DLF is the realty kingpin of Gurgaon. How are you reading this market? We hear sales are disturbingly slow, prices are depreciating.
Well, Gurgaon market is a big market now. It's no longer the sleepy town of mid-90s. And so within Gurgaon market also, if you look at certain micro markets, so yes, what you are articulating is very much prevalent in the location called the Dwarka Expressway, which is highly correlated with the development of that expressway. So if that gets delayed or there are problems over there, the projects in those part of the town will get impacted, and buyers will have issues in that particular market, and I continue to believe they do have issues over there.
Well, that's DLF expecting most developers to have a subdued festive season. Unfortunately, we're completely out of time, so we're going to wrap up this edition of Prime Property. Thanks for watching. See you same time next week.